Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Satnam, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. We are going to be talking about the astrology of the week. It's an exciting week. We're also going to be doing a tarot and oracle reading for the week to see what the message is from our spirit guides, angels, and teachers. And I want to make a few announcements, some really cool and important stuff that's like coming up that I am like so freaking excited about. The first thing is, and hello Dawn, hello Ella, welcome in, and hello Rebecca. Thank you guys for being here. So the very first thing is that if you have graduated from Moon Goddess Training Level 1, our new workbook is now available. Hello, Aria. Welcome in. And so you can purchase the workbook. It's got all of the handouts from Level 1. This is the most updated version, and there are some new handouts that you probably have not gotten. So, for example, this one is the Chakras Extended handout, which basically all the notes that we took together are all really nicely placed here. This is like game changer for us. We're having so much fun right now in Level 1 using this. I also put all of my own pictures on it, and it has been really cool. So this is available if you graduated from Level 1. And so just contact me directly if you want to get your copy. Speaking of books, freaking so ecstatic that my new book, Seasons and Stargates, is coming out really soon. The official release date is on March 12th. And I am working to get together a pre-sale of the book before it officially launches for global distribution so that you guys can get it directly from me and get it a little bit earlier, get it shipped a little bit earlier. So freaking excited. If you guys have no idea that I was writing a book, here it is. If you go to my website, you can actually click on the tab that says Seasons and Stargates, and it gives you the information. It is your annual astrology guide for 2024 and 2025. So it's a yearly astrological horoscope and guide through the seasons of astrology. Hello, Lish. Hello, Bernadine. Welcome in. The book is divided into 12 chapters that is each dedicated to one astrological season. So Aries season, Taurus season. The book begins with Aries because the astrological year starts with Aries and it ends with Pisces. So the calendar begins on March 20th of 2024 with the sun entering into the sign of Aries. And so for each of the chapters, what I have actually included is a general theme and description of what the season represents. I've also talked about the chakra of the season, the system of the body, the ruling planet, the house, the element, the quality, equinox, solstice, general description and significance, and also the Celtic wheel, cross-quarter festivals, general description and significance. And it is meant to literally guide you through the ancient Atlantean philosophical wisdom through the astrological year. And in the ancient Atlantean wisdom, which is what we study in our moon goddess training, we learn that basically the walk of life and the walk of the year has to do with our walk through the astrological seasons. Hello, Raessa, welcome in. And this is what I also do in my Starseed membership. I guide you season by season, giving you the astrological information and the general theme and description of each month and like what we work on for each month. So it's super awesome. But also, I include within this book a deeper dive into each new and full moon of the season. And so you get, again, like a general description, meaning of the new and the full moon, or whether it's an eclipse and what that means. You also get the astrological aspects of the new or full moon. You also get Stargate's energy for the new and full moon, the chakra and system of the body, the shadow that we're working to transmute through the lens of the gene keys, and the gate that is being activated through the lens of human design. Let's watch the video because it's super fun. And so what's really cool about the book is also that it contains a monthly calendar that tells you all of the major transits that are going on that month, the date that they're happening, and then also like a general description of what that means. So this book is freaking jam-packed, you guys. I am so excited. I literally can't believe how quickly I got this book done. And it also, there's a workbook and called the Embodiment Workbook that is meant to help you workshop your way through the seasons. That as of now is going to be an ebook format that you can purchase separately. And if you join our Starseed membership, I will actually give you a free copy of the e-workbook because we're going to be focusing on how to use this book and how to use the workbook in the Starseed membership. I'm going to kind of rebrand a little bit the membership, and I'm so excited. So we're going to begin the year together, and it's almost like you'll be in class for a year, and I'm going to bring some new types of workshops and things like that every month that will help us to move through these energies. I'm really excited about it, you guys. Also, the other announcement is along with this book and the workbook. In the workbook, you have the Stargate's calendar. So I separated the two because there was a lot of information to put into one book. But in the workbook, you're going to have all the major dates of important stargates that are happening, for example, like when Mars is on Orion, or when Mercury hits the Sirius stargate, or when any planet is on Arcturus, or when on the galactic center, and what that means. So you'll have a calendar of that in the workbook. And along with that, we are going to be doing the Starseed Astrology School, which starts March 22nd, which is going to teach you how to find starseed markings in a chart, what they mean for someone in the chart. And then we're going to look at chart examples to show us where, how to interpret them, basically. And so you can go also on my website. There's links below to all of this as well. What we're going to cover, week 1, Andromeda, Hathor, Venusian, starseed markings, Algol. Week 2, the darkness to light portal, the Pleiades, Aldebaran, and Orion. Week 3, Sirius, Regulus, and Ursa Major. Week 4, Arcturus, Centaurus, and Antares. Week 5, Ophiuchus, Galactic Center, and Lyra. And then week 6, the Aquila, Starseeds, Fomalhaut, Pegasus, and then putting it all together. I was doing a giveaway. I'm thinking of extending it as usual, and giving you guys, if you sign up for the school, the free workbook, so you can have the actual Stargates calendar. And to sign up for the course, it's $444 if you pay in full, or you can split it into 4 monthly payments of $122 per month. And both links are there on the website, and they are also below. So freaking excited. Like, so many fun things are happening. Can't even stand it. It's so cool. Hello, Lish. Hello, Jeanette. Welcome in. I am also very, very excited for all of these things. And also tomorrow, I don't know if you guys noticed, I have scheduled a very special broadcast that I am going to be doing with Ariel. We are going to be diving into the human design, gene keys, and astrology of Robert Edward Grant, who is like an amazing human being. He's been really coming up a lot. I've watched his series on Gaia TV called The Codex. He is a philomath, and he studies like sacred geometry, the connection between like mathematics, geometry, and sound, and music, like really, really, really cool stuff. And we're going to be looking into all of his charts and talking about how he basically is like living his purpose and living his mission, having stepped fully into it, and how it shows, you know, in everything that he does. So come join us tomorrow for that broadcast. Robert Grant also did a really cool podcast with Matthias, and a lot of really cool, other really awesome stuff. So I'm excited to go into that and share a lot of information. He's done a lot of work also in Egypt, in the Great Pyramid of Giza, and in many places around Egypt, but mostly in the King's Chamber. And he has discovered like things within the chamber that will just blow your mind. And he talks a lot about that stuff in his Gaia TV series called The Codex. He literally decodes like the Da Vinci Code, Da Vinci works, and how they're like secret code for basically all of these like really powerful like images from the temple and the pyramid. So it is super, super exciting. All right, let us get into our astrology for the month. And so we're going to be covering the dates of the 4th. Today's March 4th. And then it goes all the way through March 10th, which is Sunday. So from the 4th through the 10th. And there's actually a lot of really cool things going on this week. It's kind of a jam-packed week for me because of all the broadcasts I'm doing. For example, today we have the weekly. Tomorrow we have the Robert Grant video. On Thursday, I'll be doing the Pisces new moon astrology. And so there's a new moon coming. I'll also be doing the Pisces new moon human design. And then I'll be doing the new moon ceremony and like celebration on, hello, Anya, welcome in, on Sunday. And literally next week is basically like when the book launches, and I'll be hosting like a launch party, which I'm sure is going to be super fun for us to hang out, and I'll share some things from the book and things like that. So let's dive in. What I noticed about the astrology of this week is there's a lot of Mercury energy, And there's also a lot of Mars energy, and it leads up to this new moon in Pisces, which means that the moon right now during this month is going to be going through its dark balsamic phase before it becomes a new moon. And always when we have a dark balsamic phase, we have an energy that can feel more like a hermit mode, or it can feel more internal. It can feel like we don't really want to like be out there in the world and like super expressive. We want to be a little bit more, personal and in like our comfort zone. So know that the moon is actually inviting us to go deep within ourselves and to basically contemplate or reflect and open ourselves up to setting a new intention with the new moon in Pisces. Also, what's so cool about this new moon in Pisces that is happening on Sunday is that it is the last new moon of the astrological year. And believe it or not, it launches us. It's the official launch into eclipse season, because I don't know if you guys know, there's a lot of talk about the eclipses that are coming up. We're going to have 2 of them during Aries season, and all the information for those are actually in the book already. So excited about that. But we're going to be having a eclipse in Aries, of solar eclipse in Aries. That's the one that's going across the United States through a lot of Texas. And the other one will be a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. And so eclipse season can be like super intense. So this moon is like launching us into eclipse season. And as we move towards the energy of a new moon, we're going to see a lot of activity with Mercury and Mars. For example, today, Mercury is making a sextile to Uranus, which can connect us to the cosmic mind, the higher mind, and allow us or give us an opportunity to channel like new insights, new ways of thinking, new thoughts, changing the way that you see things. While Mars makes a sextile to the North Node, and anything that happens with the North Node, it's a realignment. It's a destiny call. And so it's like, hey, remember where you're going, remember the path that you are on, and are you taking action to actually move in that direction? Because Mars is all about action. On the 6th, which is Wednesday, Mars then makes a sextile to Chiron, the wounded healer. So we are called to deeply find ways to take action towards actually healing ourselves. So is that like taking action towards like more self-care this week, especially with like the dark moon approaching? Or is it taking action to do something that, that needs to actually be done in order for you to heal? This can be the kind of action that we kind of resist until we get to like, there's no going around it anymore. And so we have to face it. So this is about like, not like taking responsibility, but I feel like doing something about it instead of just like sitting there and doing nothing. That leads us to the 8th, which is Friday, which is right around the dark moon, to one of the beautiful Venus moon balsamic portals that is happening in the sign of Aquarius. That is always a beautiful invitation to be intimate, to find more intimacy, to connect more deeply with others. Venus moon can definitely be interpreted as more along the lines of like being intimate within an intimate relationship, like a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, that kind of thing. But because it's in Aquarius, it's gonna also like kind of like hug into the sphere our relationships with friends. And I think that it's a beautiful opportunity for us to find like deeper friendship, and so cool. And then on the 9th, so the day right before the new moon in Pisces, Mercury enters into the sign of Aries. And it's like we start to feel that Aries vibe, like coming alive, like Aries season is coming, eclipse season is coming. Mercury now officially enters Aries, and the mind just gets quick thoughts, quick decisions, quick thinking, like no more slowness, no more feeling like we're like floating in an abyss of the mind and we have absolutely no idea what to do or what's going on. It's been a huge fog this month while Mercury, for the last like couple weeks, while Mercury has been in Pisces, it's been like this crazy fog and uncomfortable, like lack of clarity, things like that. So super quick and intense energy coming. And it's funny because it's Mercury and Mars doing a lot of activity this week. And then with Mercury entering Aries, which is the sign that Mars rules, like it activates the energy of Mars as well. And so on that day, Mars will make a square to Uranus and the Sun will make a sextile to Uranus. And any kind of Uranus stuff brings up unpredictable things. It can be positive change or it can be uncomfortable change. It can be feeling a bit like you can't, it doesn't really go as you planned kind of a thing. So there's that. And then we get to the new moon in Pisces on Sunday, which I can't wait to talk about this new moon in our broadcast because this moon is literally happening on the 22nd gene key, which is one of the most beautiful and powerful gene keys of all of them. And it is just the descriptive phrase is called grace under pressure. So it's about grace. It goes from the shadow of dishonor to the gift of graciousness to the city of grace. And that is one of the most beautiful energies. It's part of the ring of divinity. So this moon is going to be so cool. And the human design, the gate is called the gate of openness. It's in the solar plexus. So it does have this emotional frequency to it. But it's individual circuit, which means it invites us to like really go our own path and do things our own way. So like I mentioned, there is a lot of astrology going on this week. So I can't wait to see you guys for all the broadcasts. I can't wait to see you guys for all the fun events that are happening this week. And hopefully you have a really awesome week. I'm going to do a card reading now. And so I'm going to shuffle some cards. How are you guys feeling with the energy right now? Like let's do a little check-in. How's everybody doing? So I've definitely felt super funked out just trying to move through the energy and taking it like day by day. Because it's been a lot. Like I feel a bit like overwhelmed and hard to like settle. It's really interesting. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, teachers for being here with us today. Please help us and channel a message for us for this week. Tell us what we need to know, what's important, what are the important themes, what should we focus on, so that we can prepare and receive some beautiful insight into how to navigate through the week. Thank you. Satanam, 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 Waheguru. Anya says, feels very internal. It's been really crazy up and down, in and out. Oh, that's perfect. I love it. All right. So first card we're going to pull is our intuition card, or what's our like jumping off point for this week. What I love about like when you look at astrology, I like looking at the cycles more than anything else. That's the thing about astrology that really like calls me in. I've also like learned all about that from like the Leo King and focusing on like not just the one aspect by itself, but like when did this last happen? When is it going to happen again? You know, what's happening at the same time that this is happening, and stuff like that. So super cool to look at the cycles of things and the patterns. I missed the whole month of February. No idea where it went. Yeah, I know. All right. So here's our jumping off point, our intuition card. we get the Hermit. Okay, makes a lot of sense. I love that Anya said that it feels very internal because I don't know either, you guys. I literally don't know. Like blink and now we're in March. But this is a very, hey mama, oh, so good to see you. I love it when you come in and say hi. Okay, so here's our first card. Hermit mode. The Hermit, what I love about the Hermit too is that it lights the path. I think we got this card last week. If I remember correctly, like somewhere along the path, we got the card. And so we're being guided. This is the first thing that I sense. We're being guided by our spirit guides, our angels, our teachers. And we're not alone. That's another message. And we also have to really focus on the internal journey, like our personal journey. This isn't so much about, oh, everybody's coming with me. Like, no, we're on a personal journey. And I think we're moving through it. Yeah, we got people all around us and stuff. We're not like alone in it. But energetically, it's like you're walking this path and you're being shown something really important. And it's all about growth. And the deeper growth only really happens internally. So I love that. I totally feel like I'm hermit mode for sure. Like it's hard to, I've been having a hard time like getting myself to like do many things, like not being very productive, but it's actually a good thing because I just went all out, like trying to finish the book and finishing the book. And I'm burnt out. Like I was like, I freaking overhauled it. And now I'm like, breathe, like chill out. Can't do much more than the minimum. What is our challenge for the week? We're getting major arcanas, you guys. This is a big message. The Judgment card. Didn't we get this last week too? What is happening right now? I feel like the energy is definitely carrying forward. I don't think we got these cards in the same spots, but we definitely got them. I feel like I just pulled these cards. So the Judgment it's a new journey. It's also a completion, getting to the end, reaching awareness, consciousness, right? Reaching awareness and consciousness and like feeling, lots of reflections and seeing things from a different perspective. Also rising through the darkness is another message that comes through for this. It's a celebration too, because it's like we finally made it, So the challenge is, because you see in this card that the little beings are inside these like boxes and the beings they're gray. They're not like colored. And so have you guys ever heard that song by the Dave Matthews Band? I think it's called Gray. I'm not sure, but he talks about this girl who like tries to paint, but everything turns to gray. You guys know what I'm talking about, especially those of you in Washington. But basically it's like we are the challenge is to come out and like paint in color again, like waking up to the Judgment card and like the trumpet and all that stuff and the angel is like, it's a good thing. So like, why would this be a challenge? Because we actually have to like stand up and like get out of the box. Like, don't stay in your like little corral. Like you have to awaken and you have to move forward. And it's a new journey that begins, that comes next. And it's a journey of spirituality. It's a journey of enlightenment. So all of that really powerful. The overall theme of the week is the 7 of Wands. And so this is a little bit about defending our stands. This is a little bit about feeling like not threatened. I mean, some of us can definitely feel a little bit threatened, but it's kind of like we've worked really hard to get to this point and we have to like defend our position. This card can also mean you have the upper hand. Like you're higher than everybody else, you're the one on the platform. You're the one, everybody wants your spot kind of a thing. So it can be, I feel like this can be people in our lives that are like, no, I want that spot, I want to be where you're at. And what this like fundamentally tells me is that we are doing great because we are standing up on a platform. And yeah, we may have to like fight for what we believe in, but we've made it to some sort of point that feels right. I love how the moon is in the background of the card. Wait, where's the moon? Oh, you mean it? Yeah, it's the green screen. All right. What is the wisdom from our ancestors? Let's pull a card from our spirit guides. What do you want us to know right now? This is already a really powerful message. What's important for us to know? Oh, okay. Excuse me, but this card just like freaking flew out. Like it went like I was shuffling and then went poof, and it turned right side up. Okay. The Magician. Fuck yes. You guys, this week is epic. We have the power within ourselves to manifest. We have all the tools we need. This is why you have to study how the universe works, because manifestation is not all about like just the law of attraction. You can't just like think something and then bring it to you. But at the same time, it has to do with like the cycles. Everything goes back to cycles and seasons. That's why I titled the book Seasons and Stargates, because there are cycles in life that we're going through. Like we are dealing with the effects of the causes from the past. Yeah, exactly. Boom. So did we get all these cards last week? I'm so tripping out. This is crazy. I don't remember, but I remember seeing all these cards. We have to understand truly. The Magician is the Hermetic alchemist. You study Hermetic alchemy and you learn how to turn lead into gold. That's what alchemy is all about. And it's not about like, yeah, maybe it is literally turning lead into gold, but what it really is symbolically turning lead into gold, transforming ourselves. The Judgment card is literally towards the end of the journey. The Magician is towards the beginning. We learn the tools first. We go through our internal process. And then in the very end, we are liberated. This is the Pluto card. And Pluto is about ultimate liberation. And that's turning lead into gold, is finding your liberation, standing your ground. Like, no, I did this. I worked so hard to get to this place. Like I know who I am. I know I'm confident and I know how to defend myself. And yeah, I know the world's crazy and there's going to be times where we really have to stand our ground, but we have like all this magic, like this is, what the heck? Like 3 major arcanas? That's crazy. That's really crazy. All right, let's see what animal wants to join us this week. What animal is going to guide us through the energies of the week? Let's see. I know it does for me too, Ella. Okay, here we go. We got the Scorpion. Fuck you guys. Okay, so like we literally in the Moon Goddess training just did the Temple of Kom Ombo. Those of you guys that have done the training, you know what the Temple of Kom Ombo is all about. It's all about the darkness and the shadows, and it has all to do with working with the crocodile god, which is basically the reptile that teaches us to go within and shine and see our light from within. In the Temple of Kom Ombo, in the Akashic journey, we literally travel through each of the temples. Through each of the rooms, one by one, chakra by chakra. And it gives us an opportunity to go through the shadows and face the shadows and work through the shadows. And what we do the entire time is we're looking for the light within. We're looking for the light within. The Scorpion, the snake, and the eagle are all in the same. So when you pull the Scorpion card, the eagle, or the snake, you're getting all 3 energies. The eagle has to close its eyes and go within and become the Scorpion and see inside and feel. So this is a week to feel like your emotions, like to feel the darkness, to not be afraid of the darkness, and to realize that the true light lives within you, not outside of you. You'll never find the light outside. Outside is only just sort of like a mirror, a reflection of things. It's like the rainbow, the prism of colors, but it's all an illusion, you know? Light is like an illusion. The true light lives within, and that you can only move through the darkness by actually really moving through it and feeling. And this is the teaching of the Scorpion, is you have to feel. You have to close your eyes and feel and go within. And that completely resonates with getting the Hermit. And this week being the week of a dark moon. Yeah, still in the temple, right, Anya? A week of a dark moon that naturally calls us inwards. But the liberation is coming. And again, the universe is telling us that we have all the tools that we need to do the magic. Yeah, it's like grace through the darkness. Very much the freaking 22nd Jinky, which talks about like the suffering of the world. Like, this is crazy. So big week, you guys. So exciting. So if you missed the beginning of the broadcast, I recommend that you watch it. I made some awesome announcements. All the links are below, however, so I highly recommend that you check them out. My new book is coming out really soon. I'm going to have a link for you guys to be able to purchase it. It's officially releasing on March 12th. It's called Seasons and Stargates, and you'll be able to get your copy soon. I'm also hosting a STARSEED astrology school that begins March 22nd. That's going to teach you basically how to do STARSEED readings for people and for yourself, and to recognize these starseed markings in your chart and learn how to interpret them. So freaking excited. So many amazing things. Thank you guys all so much for being a part of this community. I hope you guys have a beautiful week, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow as well on our broadcast that we're going to be doing with Ariel, talking about Robert Grant's astrology, human design, and gene keys. Sat Nam, and I'll see you all again very soon.